What is up, guys, and welcome back to another day here at Whitley Auto Works. Recently, we've been doing electric spray gun paint jobs, and Phalanx reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to review some of their other products, and I saw the Turbine model of their electric spray guns, guys. We've been reviewing the all-in-one, and I was like, I wonder how that one's going to be different from the other one. So I asked them to send it out. They also sent me out a really cool rotary tool, so we're going to unbox all that stuff real quick. I'm going to show it to you, and yeah, then we'll get into doing a spray out and see how the Turbine model compares to the regular model. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so this is the Phalanx Turbine model electric spray gun. I'm going to run you through everything that comes with the kit real quick. Comes with a 10-foot section of hose, the turbine pump itself, comes with the nozzle system. It's a two-piece design much like the other one, the all-in-one unit. Same trigger adjustment, same vent for the actual cup. It comes with some really good install instructions. It comes with extra tips. It comes with a 3.0, a 2.5, a 2.0, and a 1.5. The 1.5 is what we'll probably be using. Comes with an extra little cup seal, some hangers probably for the hose, the cleaning utensils. This is a viscosity cup to measure the thickness of your paint. Another little cleaner. Of course, there are micron filters right there with their logo on it, and just a little strap so you can carry around the pump assembly if you want to. And pretty cool all-in-one setup. But I also want to cover this real quick. This is their rotary tool they sent me out, and I think this will be really, really cool. This is the PRT R3 Max. It comes with everything you need to get going. It comes with USB charging because this is wireless. It comes with all the little accessories and everything like that. And check this out, guys. This is pretty cool. So you just hit the button. You can adjust the settings one touch. Pretty cool. So, and then you just hold it, turn it off. So, cool little rotary tool. I appreciate them for sending that out too. And hey, let's test this spray gun out and see what it does. Alright guys, so really quick, we got to assemble everything before we start going on and spraying with it. So, alright, let me take my strap off. It's got these little hooks on it right here, so I'm guessing that's where my little strap's going to go so that you can actually carry this whole situation around. Let's see. Yeah, that's where that goes. Just for purposes of the video and to save time, I'm not going to put the strap on it. Like I said, we're just going to have it probably set up on this while I'm spraying. But as far as everything goes, this is the turbine unit right here, guys. Pretty cool. It's got the plug right here. It actually has a little lock on it so that you can put it away nicely, which is pretty cool. So, and the on and off switch is actually, it's right here. It's inside the actual turbine unit. So, all right, and then the hose unit. And I'm guessing this hose unit probably going to be the same on both ends. Maybe not. Let me see real quick. Yeah, it looks to be the same on both ends. Yes, exactly the same on both ends. So all you do is find the little notches and slide it in and twist, and that locks it in on that end. Same thing with this. Find the little notch and twist, slide it in, and that locks it in on that end. And you're ready to go as far as the turbine unit goes. Obviously, you can switch out the tips and everything right here, guys. Just like the other gun, you just take this little ring off, pull the little cap assembly off, and then you got your tip system right here. So let's see. Yep. And it's plastic tip just like the other gun. I think this is a bigger tip. I want to say the smallest is going to be the gray one right here. This is probably the 1.5. So I'm going to slide that in real quick. Just find the little notch that it sits into. Let's see. Okay, this one's going to be a little bit different than the other one, guys. So it actually does have an actual notch on the side of the piece right here that everything sits into. So, and you just push that in, and then you set your trigger mechanism on the top, and then you screw everything back in. So a little bit different design than the other one. As far as the flow adjustment on the other one, you remember how we actually had the power speed adjustment? This one's actually got a flow adjustment on top of it, guys. So it's a little bit different than the other gun. So I'm curious to see how this one's going to spray in comparison to that other model. That's why I asked them to send it out. So, all right, I think we got it set up pretty good. So let's load up some paint in it and let's test it out on a fender. Really quick, this is the flow adjustment I was talking about. You got it right here, so you can actually adjust your flow pattern and everything else that way. And of course, you can also twist the tip to adjust it as well. Pretty interesting unit. Let's see how it sprays. One more notable thing while I'm looking at it is I just unscrewed the cup, and look at the size of this orifice tube, guys. It's a lot bigger, and it actually directs to the bottom of the cup, that's a little bit different. Okay. Let's do some test spray outs. Alright guys, so as with the other ones I've tested, I'm going to turn this on in just a minute. We're going to just play with the adjustments, and I'll walk you through it as we're doing everything. One big difference with this gun is it does have the actual power right here, and it does air all the time, so you will have that right there to contend with. So it might be a little bit hard to hear me, but we will get through it. Alright, I've dialed the trigger all the way back, and like I said, this thing has air all the time. So when I pull the trigger, there you go. That's with the trigger dialed all the way back, and I mean, it's not a bad little pattern. I'm going to mess with this adjustment up here and see where it goes. Alright, so that adjustment up top is the fan pattern adjustment. So, honestly, I think I like it with the trigger dialed all the way back with the 1.5 tip. Like I said, I know it's noisy, so we're going to roll with this, and let's try it on the fender. I don't know if you guys saw that, but man, this thing covered quick. That was one coat, guys, and it just threw it on there, guys. As far as my mix goes today, I am using mineral spirits instead of acetone. So what I'm getting here today is 60% paint, 40% mineral spirits, more like a 2-to-1 mix, pretty close, and it throws the paint with this model, guys. I'm kind of curious to see how it's going to lay out, because Rust-Oleum will lay out. So yeah, but that's just one coat. I'll probably do one more coat and leave it at that. And yeah, let's keep going. This little multi-tool is pretty cool, guys, and it's got a light, so. Cutting through cardboard like a champ. Yeah, this will come in handy. Alright guys, well, about an hour or two later, this is the final results for this spray out. It's not too bad, guys. I don't think it's as good as the Hvlp version as far as the adjustments go. And here's one other thing. This is the 2.0 oversized tip model. So look at the tip size difference between the two. And like I said, the Phalanx, the Hvlp model has the power adjustment, and this one just has the fan adjustment, guys. So I think the Hvlp version is the clear winner. Alright guys, so now I've tested both the Turbine model and the Phalanx Hvlp model, guys. This model right here is actually the 2.0 high fluid output model. They reached out to me again and wanted to know if I wanted to collaborate. I said, yeah, send me out one of your other models, that way I can really compare, and just see how different ones operate. I definitely recommend that model if you want to do a house or something that requires a lot of paint quickly, like a trailer or something like that. You're not as much worried about the finish on it. if you're trying to get a good finish though, and you want to use an electric spray gun because you don't want to get a compressor or anything like that, the Hvlp model they have, guys, the one I'll have the links for in the description that you have my discount code for, I recommend that one. The Turbine model with the 2.0 high output, it's a little bit overkill for what I'm trying to do. With the power regulator built in on this model, you can really dial everything in. As to where that model, even though you can dial it back with the trigger, it doesn't have the power adjustment settings on top. It just has a fan pattern adjustment. And, you know, just for ease of use, because you have the hose and everything else, I say the Hvlp model is my ultimate winner. But I wanted to test them both out. I wanted to give you guys, you know, something to see comparison-wise with all their stuff, and let you know I'm not just pushing out their products for one reason or another. If something don't work out right, or if I don't think it's the one best suited for doing what we're doing, then I won't tell you guys that. And the Turbine model is just the situation today, guys. It's a little bit overkill. So if you want to pick up the Hvlp model that you see me use in other videos, it definitely has the settings with the power output and the trigger adjustment and everything to dial it in so you can get a good layout for the paint and everything. And, you know, I think this was just a great learning process to show that. Also, the PRT R3 Max, this little tool right here, guys, surprised me with the little lights and everything on it. A really cool little Dremel type rotary tool. You know, so definitely go give that one a follow too, and go check that one out. Pick one up for yourself if you need a new Dremel. And yeah, just a big thanks to Phalanx for sending out these products, man. I really enjoyed reviewing them, if nothing else. And yeah, it's just what it is, guys. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it don't. But I appreciate you for sticking with me today. If you like these test spray outs and these experiments and trying different products and stuff like that, then definitely give me a subscribe and ring the bell notification. If you want to buy any products that I used in this video, links will be in the description. And if you want to buy anything else you see me use on the channel, links are always down there. I see it on YouTube. You can click that and it'll take you to my Amazon store and you can purchase everything there. Appreciate you for watching today. I'm John from WHITLEY. Hope you guys have a great day. God bless, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.